the spot's right over here. And I thought, what a perfect spot. I mean, they moved some material. They must have been getting some fine gold out of here. I mean, this river has, a certain amount of gold. I've always had some luck here panning for gold. But as you see, the water's greening up down there. But anyhow, let's go down here. Yeah, it looks like we have some shade, but not everywhere. Of course, we're going to be in the sun here. And, whoa! Okay. I'm going to probably dig I'm going to try it out here, here, and here. And then we're going to pan it right here. How convenient. The water's real close. And let's give it a go. I have my National Park Service combi tool, pick and a shovel. And this is actually, I found this thing. And I put a handle on it. And I got to tell you, this thing is strong. Anyway, that's what we're going to use. We're going to dig that out and put it right in there. And we're going to do a first pan. Okay, we have our first pan of unclassified material. We're going to go clockwise. What that's going to do is going to get the stuff to the bottom. It's going to stratify the material. Any heavies, black sands, whatnot is going to drop. And it's going to go into the riffles. And the riffles are going to force the material down into the center. And just shake it around clockwise. You can use your hands and pull out the big cobblestones. That's with any pan, you could do that. Okay, because we're basically looking for small material, small finds. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's go counterclockwise. This is when you start feeling that material hit your wrist. You notice how the pan is pretty much empty. And then what I like to do, I like to go to the right again. Just make sure to get that stuff back in there. See how it's all going down in the center? And let's go back. Just remove the stuff. Don't be afraid. If there's a nugget, you're going to see it. Trust me. All right, it's about a minute. Minute pan. Counterclockwise. Okay, let's go clockwise. All right, get that stuff. You see the riffles? How it's all in the center? And then just shake it. Get that stuff down. Back in there. A lot of black sands right here. This is a really good job eliminating most of the material. Hopefully we don't lose too much gold. Okay, I see oh yeah, I see some finds right here. Not as much as that last spot that I was in a week or two ago, but there's some finds in here. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in our regular pan, and then we'll pan it out later once we're done with the 10 to 15 pans of the turbo pan. Okay, let's fill the pan up again. Not classified at all. All right, let's pan the second pan. Pan number 2. Stratify clockwise. Now, I've seen on the internet, some people are saying go counterclockwise first and then clockwise. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't make much sense to me. Because what we're doing when we go to the right, clockwise, those big pebbles in there and these size boulders, what that's doing when you're shaking it, it's stratifying the material, putting in a liquid motion, and the material and everything in there's water's getting between it, and anything heavy from the surface is going to work its way down. Okay, and then it's going to hit those riffles, and it's going to take them down into the center. Okay, so counterclockwise. I'm sure you could go counterclockwise and clockwise as many times as you want. I like doing a little bit this way, 10-15 seconds this way, maybe a couple sets of that, you know. Get rid of that big stuff on the surface. Okay, counterclockwise. You notice how the pan was full. Look at it now. I know some people are just, you know, critical of this pan, but I'm not. I've seen it work. I mean, who wants to carry a bunch of equipment, especially for testing, for prospecting a bank? This is a great pan to go real quick. You don't want to be sitting there. And then clockwise, get that stuff to the center. And counterclockwise. Nice, long counterclockwise. Smooth. Don't worry about using your fingers. Get that in there and clean it out. Okay, so now we're going to use the riffles. I'm going to go clockwise just a little bit. You see those riffles? See the action? When it goes in here, it just forces it right down the center. Gentle. You don't want to agitate it, you know, go crazy on it. Just go gently. It's a lot easier on your shoulders and wrists anyhow. Okay. Just thought I see a piece right here. I see a little piece right there. On the very right. Yep. No, it's just a light rock. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a piece right there. I don't know if you could see it. Right there is a piece. There's a few fines right. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, and there's a little bigger wiry type of gold right there. Oh, there you go. I don't know if you could see it. Should see it. Oh yeah, there's some gold in here, folks. See it right there? Right here. Okay, let's dump that and continue on to our third pan. Okay, pan number 3. Okay, pan number 3. I see one right there. Oh, okay. That's okay. You see that one right there? I don't know. Hopefully you could see it. But anyway, it's one piece and a tiny, tiny micro gold at the top. All right, let's do pan 4. Pan number 4. Okay, so every pan so far has got a couple pieces of gold in it. Now, the reason I'm demonstrating this is just the fastness of it all. You know, if you you find yourself at home and you're just like, yeah, I don't know what to do, you know, I don't want to lug all my stuff. Grab your pan, grab your snuffer bottle and a digging tool, and you're ready to go. Okay, we're down to the black sands, and let's see what pan 4 has for us. I don't like doing the fine panning in here. I think I see a piece of gold right there. Fine panning in here because I don't think it's made for fine panning. That's why I dump into a regular pan. At the end of the 10 pans, I'll fine pan it in a large pan. But otherwise, this is a 1 minute pan. All right, let's take a look what we have. I don't think it's designed for fine panning. Okay. You just can't get that swirl. Oh, look at that. Oh, is that a dirty piece of gold right there? Oh, I like this pan. Okay, see some right there? And this one right here is really dirty. It's kind of like irony, but that's definitely gold. That's gold. This is probably my better pan. It's got a lot more material, a lot more gold in it. There it is. All right. On the Merced River, by the way, you cannot use any motorized equipment. Panning and sluicing, and just shovels and picks. Don't bring any mechanized equipment here, or you're gonna get in big trouble. Okay, so there's the gold. This is the best pan so far. Yeah, you see that right there? Okay, let's go dump that. Let's do pan number 5. Pan number 5. Very rusty looking stuff, very dirty. All right. Anyway, some scene shots here. Very pretty. Beautiful day. It is hot, but it's California. It'll be cold soon in the winter. But yeah. All right, number 5. Let's get to it. Let's get it down to the middle. Let's remove some of the light stuff, the blonde sands. A little bit of water in there. Not a whole lot. I think that's too much. You don't really need a whole lot. Let's see. And there's another piece right there. You see it? See it right there? Oh, there's another one below it. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 here, and there's some micron gold right above it. All right, there's your 2 minute pan. Let's go on number 6. Okay, numero 6. You know, when you agitate it like this, you got these big rocks. It's just cleaning all the sands and material off the rock. It's dropping down to the bottom, hitting those riffles, and get slowly. All those heavies are going to the center. We got to help it out a little bit though, so we have fingers. All right. You see how it's all in the center? And then one last time. Let's get it back in the center. Let's pan it out. Okay. This is going to be number 6, I believe. All right. Ooh, I see a nice big one. Oh, ooh, okay. This is a nice pan. I don't know, you could see that, right? Nice flat plaster gold. Some fines up at the top. I'm sure there's really micron gold. It's a good spot. All right, store it in the pan and go on number 7. All right, number 7. Okay, lucky 7. All I see is one piece right there in the corner. A lot of black sand, but lucky 7. 1. And I just see some little. Oh, 2, 3. That's it. It's right there. It's against the green. You can't see it. But if the black sand was there, you would see it. 3 pieces. 3 little pieces. All right, let's go to number 8. Number 8. It's right there. Okay. We got it down to very minimal black sands. You got to be careful at the end. Okay, there are the black sands right there in the center. Okay, how will 8 be? I see 1 right there. One and some very fine stuff at the very top. Yeah, there's about 6-7 pieces in there, and with some micron gold in there that I probably can't see with my eyes. Yeah, there's some gold in there. All right, let's continue. I've been digging that hole here. I tried about over there a little bit. Wasn't too impressed over there. And then I'm going to take this top layer right here. I want to see if there's any flood gold in this blonde sand here. And then the last one I'll dig right there. Number 9, folks. Number 9. Oh, so far, well, you know, here's the thing. The gold's pretty good. It's fine here. It's very nice. Every pan gets a little bit. Of course, if you had a sluice box set up right over there and took 5-gallon buckets material, it would be a lot quicker and faster at the end of the day. If you spend a half a day or more, you're going to get more gold. But this is more of a prospecting tool, or you just want to come up here, chill out, do a little panning, and then go home. So yeah, this is number 9. We're going to do one more after that, and then we're going to pan it out, fine pan it, go home, dry it out, and put it in the bottle, and we'll see how much gold we get. All right, let's do number 9. Okay, number 9, the surface material didn't really give us diddly. There's a tiny little piece here, but wait, yeah, there's that one. Pretty much that one. That's it. All right, let's do number 10. So yeah, this material at the top, no good. Much better, deeper. You know what? I'm going to go over there and do that material right there on the bottom. See what we get on our 10th pan. Pan number 10. Let's get her done. Okay, pan number 10 seems to have the most black sands. And that has probably to do with the fact that it was on that false bedrock, that big flat rock. Notice, look at all that black sand in there. Whether it's going to have gold in it, I don't know, but heck of a lot of black sand. Okay, let's clean it up. Look at all that black sand. Amazing. Because it was all on that rock. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, I see oh, look at that. There's a piece of gold right there. Right above it, there's another one. There's a third one here, fourth one there. I need more water. Oop. Oh yeah, that was a good pan. That was one of the better pans, and look at all the black sands on there. Again, on bedrock. There's two pieces right there. All right, folks, let's do a fines cleanup in the big pan and see how much we get. Okay, there's our material. A lot of black sand in there. Let's just get it going. There's not a whole lot of material, so let's just see what we get. A lot of blacks. Oh, shoot, I don't want to lose anything here. That could have been a white rock. When I pan, most of my gold is in the very right-hand corner. Very few pieces are on the left side. Look at all that black sand. Pan turbo challenge, folks. All right, let's just stop here, see what we get. Some of it's really dirty. That's some nice flat pieces. Or it's all flat. There's a few pieces right there. There you go, folks. 10 pans in a turbo pan. Each pan that I did, it took about 2 minutes. Look at that. That is gorgeous. You know, it doesn't matter how small it is. That's cool gold right there. Yeah, I noticed a lot of it, some of it's orange, really dirty. All right, folks, that's it. I'll head back out. I'm going to dry it up, put in a little bottle with water, and see what we get. Take care, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you later. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, folks. I'm not going to dry it out. You saw the gold in the pan. It was a really nice amount of little flakes and stuff, fine gold. Turbo pan worked out pretty good. And that was the 10-pan challenge with the turbo pan. And great day at the river. Hope you all have a good day and good night. Take care.